guys, it's Miss DeCluche, and I hope you all have had a lovely weekend. We are in week 6, and this week we are going to continue our reading of Romeo and Juliet. To begin this week, you're going to write a character obituary for one of the characters who died in Act 3 of Romeo and Juliet. 2 characters died, Mercutio and Tybalt. Tybalt kills Mercutio, and Romeo, avenging his friend Mercutio, kills Tybalt in retaliation. An obituary is something that's typically written after someone has died. It usually outlines who that person was, who they're related to, and where their service or services will be held. And it just informs the community a little bit about that person and where they could go to pay their respects to that person as well. So be creative. You can write it for Tybalt or Mercutio, or you can write it for like a figurative thing. So something like Romeo's freedom that is now gone since he's been banished by Paris. After you do that, you're going to review Act 3 in preparation for your Act 3 quiz. Once you've reviewed Act 3, go ahead and take your Act 3 quiz. Then you're going to go ahead and read Act 4 of Romeo and Juliet. And as you're reading, you're going to complete the Friar Lawrence's plan activity, and you'll submit that. And then after you read Romeo and Juliet, and after you turn in your Friar Lawrence's activity, you're going to read a short story called The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite writers. I think he's super interesting. I think the stuff he writes is super interesting. He's usually known for writing kind of like darker literature, but I love all his stuff. You may be familiar with The Telltale Heart or The Raven. So Edgar Allan Poe is a name that maybe you have heard of, maybe you've not, and maybe this is your first time reading something by Edgar Allan Poe, but I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I have enjoyed reading his stuff, especially The Cask of Amontillado as well. So before you read The Cask of Amontillado, I suggest you look at the Edgar Allan Poe PowerPoint I provided. Edgar Allan Poe lived a super interesting life. Maybe more interesting than his life is his unknown death. There's just tons of speculations about what happened to him. No one's quite sure how he died. And then after you do that, I have also provided a short video about the setting of The Cask of Amontillado. It's a 4-minute video. If you watch about 3 minutes, you'll have a gist of what's going on, so definitely watch that video before you begin your reading. And then while you're reading, go ahead and complete the Cask of Amontillado activity as well, and then submit that once you're done. So you're completing 4 things this week: your discussion, your character obituary, the Act 3 quiz, then the Friar Lawrence's plan activity, and then the Cask of Amontillado activity as well. If you have any questions this week, you can always send me a message on It's Learning. I'm always happy to answer questions or even discuss Romeo and Juliet with you. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Bye.